doing a project and where we have to use the visualization tool, and my mentor was suggesting to use the Tableau tools. Yes. Meanwhile, funny sir has come. Yeah. So
Yes, yes.
yes.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Actually, let me share my screen.
Yes, sir. Please. Yes. Great.
So is my screen visible? Just
Yeah,
say.
it's a visible. You can just hide that that button. You can that button is there at the and below bottom. Hide and
Yeah.
stop sharing. Yes, great.
Yeah. Yes.
So now you can just start it.
Yeah. So as I told you just before, so before jumping on to Tableau straight away, we will have some basics about what is data and what is business intelligence tools. What are the purpose and uses of business intelligence tool? So let us start with data. Okay. So data is nothing but any information regarding a customer, any information which can be measured. Okay. In this digital world, you all will be knowing each and every activity we do are digitally recorded, and each and every digitally recorded information is a data. So why do we collect data? So data is so important, and collecting data is equally important. So it is to analyze how a company is progressing. It is to analyze what your customer is or a consumer is looking for. So you all will be aware, like currently the entire globe has been moved into digital world. So the digital world, every transaction you do, every activity you perform digitally is being recorded, and that information is considered as data. So any information which provides some insightfulness is called as data. Data is time and data is money. Now, so without knowing the data, we cannot run any organization. That data can be anything. So there is no world, there is no industry available in this globalized world without data. Okay? So that's a brief introduction about data. Now, so what we need to do with data? So we have data, that's fine. We have data, enough data. Let's say I'm running a company. I have data of all my customers. Let it be their geographical information or demographic information or their financial or personal information. So what I'm going to do with that, I need to analyze my data. I need to do some analysis of my data. I need to take a decision on top of the data and on top of the analysis I'm doing. So is it simple to do analysis on a data? Let's say I'm running one organization where I will be capturing lakhs of records of my consumers per day. I repeat, lakhs of records, not just 100 or 1000. So how can I analyze? So let's say I'm storing that data in an Excel file or in a SQL server. Can I do the analysis as like that? No, I must need a reporting tool, or I must need any tool which will visualize my data. Before visualization, I need to do some analysis, and after visualization, I need to do some analysis. So this entire process is called as business intelligence. A simple thing, giving a intelligence or giving a shape to the data. So the term business intelligence refers to the technologies, applications, and practices for the collection, integration, analysis. So I repeat, it is the collection, integration, analysis. So it won't be like a single table where I will be just gathering information or data. So I will collect the information from multiple locations. For example, let's take a Big Bazaar or a More or a Reliance Smart. So I won't be having a single store. Within city, I will be having number of stores, and within a state, I will be having n number of stores. So I need to collect all this data, and I need to integrate the data. I need to integrate my data of Hyderabad. I need to integrate my data from Chennai. Then only I can come to some conclusion. So before analysis, I need to perform collection, and I need to perform integration, and I need to do some analysis. Let's say, take example of your Anurag University. You have multiple departments. So let's say each and every department has separate data. So you need to collect data from all the departments, and you need to integrate the data, and you need to analyze the data. In order to decide who is the university topper, you need to do analysis of the collected data. So, and you need to project or submit the data to your principal or the chairman. So that is the presentation part. Okay, that presentation of part, you cannot show it like a text table. You cannot just give them one Excel file. So you need to visualize the data. So that is the basic definition of business intelligence. So the purpose of business intelligence is to support better business decision making. The ultimate goal of any data or any business intelligence or a reporting tool is to allow the organization to take some business decision making. A data which is not usable for a decision making is not a data. So by looking at the data, I should come to some conclusion. I should get some answer to my question. So unless I get some answer or conclusion to my data, the data is no more useful for my organization. Keeping the data in my servers or collecting the data is waste of time and waste of money for my company or an organization. Now, so we have discussed all these topics. So this is a brief explanation about what else we can do with the business intelligence. So now coming to the next slide. So data. So a data is measured, collected and reported and analyzed. Okay. So it can be anything. So data can be anything. So starting from Facebook. So how many people logged in, how many people are active, how many users are inactive. So what are they performing? Each and every activity of you in Facebook is being recorded. So with that data, they can analyze what my users are looking for. So it can be the transaction you are making, how many customers are making transactions with the debit card, how many customers are making transactions with the help of credit card. So they will record that. So one example I can tell you. So you will be getting offers for credit cards. So book a ticket on my book my show with ICICI credit card, you will get 10% offer. Or book some groceries on Big Basket, you'll get 15% discount if you book it with some debit card or credit card. So how will they analyze this? So they will be having the previous historical data, they will transact, they will analyze, so they will understand that. So customers from ICICI Bank are doing more transactions. So let me give them some offer as a token of gratitude. Or else SBI customers are not doing good transactions with my Big Basket. Okay, let them give some offer so that I can increase customers from SBI. So this is one way of taking a decision. So as I told you earlier, any data, the ultimate goal ends with decision making. So that's the importance of data, and data is time, data is money. So what is a reporting tool? Yep, you have huge data, you have huge volume of data, you have thousands of lakhs of millions of records. Okay, forget about some college or some small store. If you go to some big organizations, if you go to some big companies, let's say a bank, okay, a bank or a manufacturing company or a pharmaceutical company. So who will be handling huge data? So they cannot just open one Excel file, store the data there, and they cannot understand the data. Okay, let me show you one sample Excel file with some 10,000 rows. Just this is sample Excel file. We got this from Tableau for our analysis at free of cost. So this data, you have 9,994 records and some 20 plus columns. So can you take some decision by looking at this? Definitely not. This is some raw data. We just stored some data in Excel file where you cannot take any decision from this, or you cannot perform any analysis of this, or you cannot give any visualization to this unless until you have a reporting tool. So a reporting tool or a software or is a system that takes in data from various sources. So your data source can be anything. A photo can be your data. A voice can be a data. A message can be a data. Okay, any activity. So, and that can be stored in Excel file or server. Limitations to store data in Excel file. You cannot store more than 1 million records in Excel file. So any data volume which is higher than 1 million, you definitely need to go to some data server, database. So you have many databases. I think you have a subject called database management system in your BTech courses also. So which deals about how to handle data, how to manage data in databases. That's why it is called as database management system. So the most popular databases available in the market are Oracle, SQL, MySQL, and so on. So if you just count like this, you have more than 50 players. Among these, you will be frequently listening 4 to 5 words like SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, Hive, DB2. These are few databases. Now, so we are talking about reporting tools and business intelligence tools so far. And why Tableau? So in market, you have many reporting tools. Tableau is not just only one reporting tool available in the market. In market, you have many reporting tools. Among them, as per Gartner report, as we have a Forbes, which will be ranking, Forbes website, which will be ranking world's number worst, richest person or world's famous person. Like similarly, we have a reporting website called Gartner Magic Quadrant, which will be giving ranks to all the technical tools. Okay, among the Magic Quadrant tools from last 8 years, Tableau stands in leadership quadrant. So continuously from 8 years, you can just Google Gartner Magic Quadrant and Tableau. You can just see how good Tableau is performing as per their ratings. So Tableau is a reporting tool and which is one of the best tools available in the market in terms of reporting and analysis. So that is what is Tableau. So I just told you like Tableau can be defined. It is a business intelligence tool used for visually analyzing the data. So Tableau is such a capable tool, like there is no limitation of handling the data. Whether your data is 10 million, 1000 million, any terms of data, Tableau can handle. Tableau can give a visualization. Tableau can give a shape to your data. Unless until you have a shape to your data is of no use. You can just save your data, but you cannot analyze or take any decision. The main purpose of collecting the data is to take some decision. So now let's discuss about how to learn Tableau. Okay, so learning Tableau is quite easy thing when compared with other reporting tools available in the market or any other programming skills. Learning Tableau is quite easy. For this, you need to have some basic SQL knowledge or data analysis. You can start this even without having that knowledge, but having a basic SQL knowledge is always good to have knowledge. So that's what. So a basic knowledge of SQL would help you in writing custom queries. So you need to run. So by end of this session, I will be helping you in writing some basic queries. There we can decide what are the queries we need to use, something like that. So Tableau is a software tool which is fastly growing in the market. So as I told you, like Tableau is standing in the latest quadrant from last 8 years. It has huge demand in any company which is handling the data. So to visualize any data, so the first preference available among all the existing reporting tools is the Tableau. So advantages of Tableau. So you have numerous advantages of Tableau. I am just pointing out some 6 advantages of Tableau. So one is its visual image capabilities. The visual image capabilities Tableau holding when compared with other reporting tools are extraordinary. Okay, and speed of analysis. I just told you like Tableau will be handling huge amount of data with having a proper hardware equipment. You can do analysis like in fraction of seconds. So the high performance. So Tableau and Tableau server are capable of holding huge volumes. So there is no limitation in handling the data. But you just need to improve your window machine hard disk. That's it. Once you have the enough hard disk in your window machine, then how much ever the data is, Tableau can handle quite easily. So thriving community forum. Tableau has huge forum. Any doubts while learning Tableau? If you get any doubts, if you want to get clarification on your doubts, you can just post on Tableau forum. You have lakhs of Tableau developers who will be ready to help their co-developers. So once you post any doubts, you will be getting response immediately. That's why that's one major advantage of Tableau, the thriving community forum. Okay, the ease of use. So Tableau, the ease of use that Tableau is providing when compared with any other reporting tools, it's quite easy. You don't need to write any complex queries to create a report. So it totally depends on drag and drop. You need not to write any function. You need not to write any command to create some basic visualization. You just learn how to write a calculation fields and just start working on Tableau. So the blend diverse data sets. So this is a major advantage. So when you understand what are different data sources, Excel is a data source, SQL Server is a data source, Oracle is a data source. So when understand these are the different data sources, using Tableau, you can blend. You can join an Excel file with SQL Server. Okay, that is a concept. The blending is nothing but it is a join where you will be joining multiple data sources of different type. So those are the major advantages of Tableau. So how it works? It is very simple. Just connect to data. Your data source could be anything. Just connect to data, create report. A report is answer to a question. Your user, your end user, your stakeholder will be coming with a problem statement. He will say like, I want to see my top 5 customers for the year 2020 for the first quarter of 2020. This is a question. You will be answering that question in form of a report. Simply a reporting tool is nothing but giving an answer to your user for his data in form of a report. That's it. So this is how a Tableau works. Just connect to a data, create a report, present to the user. Okay, and I have already told you like, well, when I was explaining the ease of use, so you can use Tableau with the help of drag and drop. So while creating a report for a use case, I will just show you what is the drag and drop facility, what is the interface, and how easy and how quick we can create a report. Okay, and I told you before discussing about prerequisite, you don't need to have any complex scripting knowledge. So having a basic SQL is always a good to have to learn Tableau. You don't need any complex scripting. You don't need to learn Java, or you don't need to have Python. So always having these things to become a data scientist is very useful, Python and Java. But without knowing that, you can start working on Tableau. I'm not saying that they're not important, but without knowing that, you can just start working on Tableau. If Tableau and Python together come up with a concept called TabPy, TABPY. Now Tableau and Python have collaborated together, so they have an inbuilt library for Tableau in Python. So integrating Tableau and Python is now so easy, especially while creating any model using a Python, and to visualize that in Tableau is quite easy now when compared with the other tools. So scope in Tableau. So I told you like Tableau is top leader in Gartner Magic Quadrant. So you have huge demand for especially forget about Tableau here. For any reporting development, they have huge demand in the market. Huge. It could be Power BI, it could be MicroStrategy, it could be ClickView or ClickSense. Any reporting tool, they have huge market. That too, from last 5 years, we are moving totally into digital. So digital means regarding all your transactions, and the more the data, the more the reporters required. So among them, Tableau is the leader. Among the demand, Tableau has more demand. So it is gaining because of the gaining popularity of Tableau. It has huge demand, starting from a basic level company to the high-end big company. For instance, you can see many companies, many biggies available in the market who are using Tableau reports. Now you can just see here, companies using Tableau. So these are biggies. So starting from Google, some are not mentioned here. You have Amazon started using Tableau. Facebook have started using Tableau. You have Coca-Cola, you have Skype, Google. All these big companies, okay, starting from Citibank, starting from Standard Chartered Bank. So all these tools, I can tell you post if you just go and see the reports publishing by COVID-19, those reports are also developed in Tableau, using Tableau only. You can just see how the COVID-19 reports looks like, published by WHO. Even they are developed using Tableau. So that's why there's a huge demand for Tableau, and especially there is huge demand for reporting tools. Within that, Tableau has special quota. Now, so Tableau have multiple products. So I need to spend more time on use case. So I'm not going into deep about explaining the products and all. So I will just give you some overview. I want to spend more time so that you can understand how hands-on Tableau looks like. So Tableau is not just a single product. So within Tableau, the report development phase is called as Tableau Desktop. Tableau Desktop is an application where we will be creating the reports. So Tableau Desktop is the application. It's a client application where we will be creating the report. From Tableau Desktop, we will connect in the data. Similarly, Tableau Online and Tableau Server. These two are end users applications. It means, so whatever the report we create using a desktop, the end user, my manager or my stakeholder or my business user will be viewing those reports in online. So I will create the report in desktop and move them to the online on server so that they can see the report. And Tableau Public. So Tableau Public is a free tool provided by Tableau for any enthusiasts who want to learn Tableau. So Tableau Mobile is another application. End user will be see it's a mobile app. So you can just download from Play Store or you can just download from iOS. But you need to have server credentials. Once you log in with your server credentials, you can view your reports. Similar to Tableau Online and Server, Tableau Mobile is used for viewing a reports. And Tableau Reader. So Tableau Reader is another application. It's a desktop application. So this allows you to see the report. So if you see here, Tableau Public and Tableau Reader, I have mentioned them in a green color. It means those two are free of cost. Those two are free of cost. You can just download them from Google. Just type Tableau Public download or Tableau Reader download. You can download and use it for free of cost. You need not to pay any money. And within Tableau Desktop, you have Tableau Professional and Tableau Personal versions. Okay. And within Tableau Public, again, you have Tableau Online and Client versions. So Tableau Public is a place where you can expose your work. So what are the work you are performing on your personal interest? If you're doing some developments by your own while learning Tableau, you can do that in Tableau Public Client and you can just publish that into online. You can do that in Tableau Public Client and you can publish that into online where you can save the reports. So let me show my profile. Not here. So like this. So this is my Tableau Public profile. You can just type public.tableau.com. Okay, so that you can store all your works. These are not my company related works. These are the dashboards I have created by my own out of my interest. Nowadays, to shortlist your profile for any job, so they are just seeing your public profile. This is they call as public.tableau.com. Okay, here you can save all your works so that they can shortlist you for any interviews or any jobs. So the good public profile you have, the better the chances you will get or to clear the interviews. Yeah, so you can just if you want to see my works there, you can just search fanikumar.v in Tableau Public Gallery. Just Google Tableau Public Gallery. Once the website is open, you can just start searching with my name fanikumar.v so that you can see my works there, so that you can understand what we can do in Tableau. So in simple, let's finish what is Tableau flow. Simple. You have data. It can be anything. It can be Excel file or SQL. Connect to the data. Bring the data into Tableau Desktop, create a report there, publish that into Tableau Server. So just to put all this discussion in a single line, so we'll just connect to your data, we'll create a Tableau report in using a Tableau Desktop and move it to the Tableau Server or Tableau Online. Okay, now we have another 23 minutes. Okay, now let's discuss a use case. So this will be interesting. So Tableau is giving us a sample data for our analysis. Whoever want to learn Tableau, so without any data, you cannot create any report. So you cannot learn Tableau. So for that purpose, Tableau is providing their own data, which is free to use. So you don't have any permission related issues. So you don't have any license issues and all. So you can just download that data and start using that. So that's why I said, like, let's take a sample data of Superstore provided by Tableau for learning enthusiasts. Okay, let me show you the data, how the data looks like. So try to understand this so that let's discuss about the problem statement first and let's come up with a solution. So this is the data I have for different dates. So let's see, I will show you the data here for different years. Let's say from 2016 to 2019. For 4 years I have data, and the count of data is 9,994 records. Excluding the header, it is 9,994 records. So this data, now I want to analyze this data. So it's not just easy to see like this. So let's say, what is my question? What's my problem statement? I want to find my shipment trend of the orders. Shipment trend, let us define what is a shipment trend. So these are my orders. So for each row ID, I have order ID, I have order date. It means when the order was placed, when the order was shipped. It is not delivered. Make sure it is shipped. It means sent for delivery. Okay, and shipment mode, you have many data. Now I have a requirement asking, my user has asked me, I want to understand how many of my orders are shipped on time as per commitment. How many are shipped on time, how many are shipped are delayed, or how many are shipped before the date of commitment. So we have three cases. He wants us to analyze and give a report on this. So I cannot just do the analysis with this. I cannot understand from this data. So that we need to connect this data into Tableau, and let's see how it works. Let us connect this. Let's bring this data into Tableau. So connecting to Tableau. Let me start. Okay, just open a Tableau application. This is a Tableau application. I just opened here. So this is a Tableau logo. Just double click on that. It will get opened. Now you need to connect to the data, Superstore data, so that you can bring all the data into your local Tableau application. So first you need to know where your data is stored. You need to understand, or you need to know where your data is stored. So this is my machine, so I know where my data is. So my data is Excel file. Before that, you must know what is your data type and where it is located. So I will be giving one example with Excel file. So my data is Excel file. I'll just double click on that, and I know my data is documents. While installing the Tableau application itself, Tableau by default will install a Tableau repository. Tableau by default will install a Tableau repository. This is a default installation done by Tableau while you installing the Tableau application. Here, I have data sources. Within that, this is my path. So as I will be frequently working on this, I know where my path is. So I'm just selecting sample Superstore. So I'm just opening this. So that data has been pulled. You can see here orders, people, returns. My Excel file has orders, people, returns, 3 sheets. Among these, I am working on orders tab. So I'll just drag and drop. So I was talking about drag and drop. I will tell you what is that. You can just drag and drop your data here. So as I told you, you need not write any programs or anything for this. So now let's go click on, after dragging, just go to sheet 1. So this is my canvas. This is a canvas where I will be creating a report. So I call this as canvas, Tableau canvas, where I will be creating the report. Here is my data. This is my data. So I have all my data here. Now let's get back to our problem statement. My problem statement was, I need to create a shipment trend. Shipment trend, how? So first I should know what are the fields I need to have to fulfill this requirement. Okay, now let's see what are my requirements. I need order date, because I told you, right, I need to create a report comparing my order date and ship date, so that I can understand how many reports are shipped on time, earlier, or delayed. Okay, let's say now I need to have order date. Let's go back and check if I have order date or not. Yes, I have order date. Now ship date. Only when I know order date and ship date, I can confirm whether it is shipped earlier or not. Ship date I have. So I have ship date. Now actual days to ship. It means how many days it took actually happened. It means within the Excel file, if I know the difference between this and this. So this was ordered on October 11th or November 8th. Okay, yeah, it is like November 8th and shipped on November 11th. So it took 3 days. So the 3 days is the actual time taken for shipment. To know what is the time taken. So that is actual days to ship. So actual days to ship, you don't have any such field here. So it means that I need to create this field, and it is called as a calculated field. It is a user defined field. So without knowing actual days to ship, I cannot create the report. So I need to create. Next. Only then I can come. If I know what is the time promised, only then I can tell whether it is shipped early or shipped delayed or shipped on time. without knowing the promised time, I cannot do this. So I need to calculate scheduled days to ship. Scheduled days to ship means the promised time. Okay. So ship status. Ship status means based on these two calculations, I will know whether delayed or on time or earlier shipment. So these three calculations, that's why I have given a different color for these three. I need to come up with these three calculations because my data don't have that calculation. So let's see. Actual days to ship. I told you like actual days to ship is difference between, I already told you like the difference between order date and ship date. Okay. Actual days to ship. So in Tableau, you have a formula called date diff. Okay, date diff of day, order date, comma ship date. This is a calculation you need to learn and create in Tableau. So simple. You need to create a calculation. There are multiple ways of creating a calculation. I will just create a calculation for. I will just create a calculation. In Tableau, you have a function called date diff. Date diff is a function. You can see the definition here. Date diff, it returns the difference between two dates where start date is subtracted from the end date. Okay, I will define, I want to know number of days taken for between order date and ship date. So this is a calculation I'm writing here. So I will just name this calculation as actual days to ship. So this will give me the difference between order date and ship date, and this is a basic calculation you need to learn. If you don't know how to write this calculation, just type date diff here. It will show you the syntax. Just click date diff. It will give you the, using that syntax you can write this basic calculation. This will give me the difference between this start date and end date. Okay, now what is the another thing? So okay, scheduled days to ship. So I will ask my business analyst, I will ask my manager or Spark, someone else. I will try to understand what is the promise date you have given. So because it is not there in the Excel file, I will check with my BA to know what is the promise date. So and he told me that he has given me a condition and we need to write this query. So what he said, if the ship mode is same day, then you need to ship on the 0. It means within the same day. If the ship mode is first class, then I can dispatch this within 1 day. I should dispatch it. It's not like I must dispatch this within 1 day. So anything beyond this 1 day is delayed. Okay. Now, while booking itself, if they selected for second class, so I can or I must do this within 3 days. If it is a standard class, I have some legibility and I can do this within 6 days. So these are different conditions. So I just checked with my business analyst and he said these are the conditions you need to follow. So okay, based on this, I'm going to write one more calculation, scheduled days to ship. So let's write a new calculation. So yes, scheduled days. So I'm not looking at any of your questions. If you're asking anything, you can just stop me or during end of the session, I will give some time for your question and answers. So let's say, let's bring this calculation into Tableau. So again, a case function. Case is a condition we write in Tableau. So you can just see, if you don't know what is the calculation, what is syntax, you can just type and see here, what is the case, okay? So first, ship mode. Okay. I write when, it means when my ship mode is, let's try to understand, same day. If my ship mode is same day, then it should be 0. He is giving me condition like same day. So it's a case sensitive, you must properly check the statements, everything. Day. It's a case sensitive, so you must check how it is properly and all. Then zero. Similarly, I'll just copy this. This is the syntax you need to learn. You need to spend some time on learning this syntax. Without knowing this syntax, you cannot write calculation, and learning is quite easy. So totally I have 4 when conditions. Okay. So without knowing the syntax, you cannot know. It's like very basic English. So once I have my query ready, I will just walk through with the calculation so that you can understand how easy it is. So what is the second condition? What is this? First class. Then it is 1. So this is a condition I got from my business analyst or manager. Oh, it is second class. So then it is 3. Standard. As it is 6. Then it is 6. So let me walk through with the query here so they can understand. So I'm just telling Tableau that, so here we have shipment mode, but you don't have 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. So you know the shipment mode. So you are telling Tableau that if my shipment mode is same day, then show 0. It means consider this as 0. If my shipment mode is first class, then show 1. Similarly, for second class it is 3, and for standard class it is 6. So you have just created a calculation to get 0, 1, 3, 6 wherever you have same day, first class, second class, and standard class. So this is a calculation we have written for knowing the scheduled days. Now you have 2 calculations created. So you can just check here these 2 calculations. You can identify like this. The hashtag with the equal to symbol before is a calculated or user defined field. You can see other functions, they don't have any equal to before the hashtag, whereas for the calculated fields or user defined fields, you can see the hashtag here. Similarly, you can see the same for scheduled days to ship. So now I got my 2 calculations ready. Now I should tell Tableau that comparing these 2, I want to know whether it is shipped early or delayed or on time. Now let's ship. So just a minute, instead of typing, I'll just copy paste. Yeah. So this is a calculation. Okay, I'm just copying paste this time. Okay. So ship status. Ship status. Now I need to write a if condition. I'm going to write a if condition. So if you see this, I'm just telling Tableau that if actual days to ship is greater than scheduled days to ship, then ship late. It means actual days taken time is greater than the promised time, then it means shipped late. Similarly, else if actual days to ship is equal to promised date, this is promised date. If they are equal, then it's shipped on time. Else, if not these 2 conditions, it is shipped early. So let's write the same calculation and see what it happens. So I'm just naming it as ship status. So with this ship status, so my calculation, scheduled days to ship. Okay. So this is a calculation. Once the calculation is valid, you can see a notification here, the calculation is valid. If anything is wrong here, you can just error notification here. So and so place the code went wrong. Like you will get in the C language, you will understand the code is wrong. So this is a basic if condition. So we are just defining based on these comparisons, we are just getting these values. Okay. So now I got all my calculations. Let's start creating a basic Tableau report for these calculations. Okay. Now, okay, let me create a filter, year wise filter. I'll just put order date here. You can see how easily we can create a report using Tableau. So once you have all the data ready, creating a report is minutes of, okay. Now let's say I'm just filtering the report for only 2019. Okay. Now I'll just put my order date in columns. I'll just select only, I want to see only months. So order wise, I will have number of records. Okay, so once you have the report here, what are the report you are seeing here? It is showing me for 2019 month wise how many orders, how many records have been received. Now I just want to change it into a area chart. I'm just changing this into area chart. Understand. You can see here at Jan I have 155 records. When I just place my cursor over here, I can see that this is for Jan 2019 and the count of orders, the number of orders placed are 155. Now among these 155, now I want to know how many are shipped on time, delayed and early. So we just need to put the ship status. You can observe the equal to symbol here. It means it is a user defined field. So we have defined this field. Just drag and drop. I told you like this is simple drag and drop. So now you can just see here 78 shipments are shipped early in Jan 2019 and 38 shipments were shipped late and 39 shipments were shipped on time. So with these 4 calculations, we have created one basic report. Now let's bring a dashboard among this sheet. So now I'm going to have one more dashboard. I think I'm going to take some extra time if you don't have any problem, so that we can finish one dashboard, full-fledged dashboard, and we will have one final view for this. So okay, now let's create. I'm going to create one more report to understand what is a percentage. So I'm just seeing here a number of count. Okay, I don't want to see the count. Let's say my requirement is to see the percentage. Simple. Just put number of records here. It's not a count. I'm going to apply this filter to the sheet 2 as well. And I will apply this filter to sheet 2 as well, so that 2009 will be selected there also. Okay. Or you can see that order is being displayed here. Now ship status. So now I got this report here. Okay, I have a report here. Interview. Okay, I'll just make it full. Okay, now I'm just going to move the header. Okay, this is count of orders. Now I want to just change this into percentage of total. Okay, yeah. Now let's place this in a dashboard and see how it looks like. Okay, now I will just take a vertical container here. So I will be placing those reports in this to bring a dashboard view. Okay, first let me place my sheet 1 into this. Okay, so I'm just closing. I don't want to see these titles and all. I don't want to see this header. And these are the beautification or cosmetic changes we need to do. Once the report is ready, our report should look beautiful. It should not be some scrappy report. So you should make sure your report looks beautiful. Yeah, I'm just placing my filter here. So this is a color index. This is a color index so that looking at this, you can understand what color represents what. So the blue color represents shipped early, orange means this. So now let me bring and place this as well in my container. Okay, I am just closing. Yeah, so this is my report. Now you can understand. For now with this is a basic dashboard I have created here. With this you can understand. So the red represents shipped on time. It means 26% of 26.6% of the orders in 2019 are shipped on time. You can change this color. Actually, changing the color is very important because shipped on time is always a positive sign for me. Shipped on time, I will give green. Shipped early means I'll just keep orange. Shipped late means I want to keep it as red. So you can do this custom colors here. So now, by looking at this, I can say, okay, let's bring everything into the same color. I'll change the opacity here. I'll change opacity to 100% so that both the sheets will have the same color. Now see here. So this is my report and my problem has been solved. I will tell you what are the insights I'm going to take with this. So yeah, so this is my basic report. Now I can see, okay, in 2016, selecting year 2016. In 2016, of my reports are shipped on time and 26.49% are delayed, 53% on early. So that I can decide like why should I go with why I'm spending more time on early. So instead of assigning my labor work on shipped delayed products, so I can fix the issue why I'm working. Well, see, more than 50% are early. So early is a good, but shipment delayed is definitely a bad thing. So that instead of spending more time on these things, I can allocate my labor to work on reducing this shipped late. Similarly, this is overall for the year, and the same has been shown here and distributed here for month. For month wise, so okay, in Jan it's better actually because in Jan I have only 6 delayed shipments. I can easily work on this. I can go and check what happened, why you have delayed. So with this, you can reduce the red thing by understanding where you went wrong. I clearly understood that most of my shipments are early. So don't worry. Try to send them on time and try to reduce the red thing, which is shipped late, so that you can come to one conclusion. So with this, we have given a solution to the question he asked. So by creating 3 calculations, and we have created one area chart. This we call as area chart. This we call as stacked bar chart. With this help, we have created a report and given the solution for the question. And my suggestion for I think most of you are students. So my question for you is, if you have anything to learn, you have any interest to learn Tableau. For you, Tableau is giving license for free of cost. Just you need to have a valid student ID card. Okay, so nothing is going to stop you. Just start learning Tableau if you are interested. Okay, so don't stop now. Continue to build your own Tableau skills. You have many YouTube videos available to start by your own. Okay, and you can just click on this and get your license for free of cost. Okay. So any questions? I think.
Thank you, Fani, for this wonderful session today. And now we will take a few questions from the participant.
Definitely.
I think a few have already posted question in the chat window. Can you see the chat window?
I haven't actually. I was not looking into that.
Okay, so one friend Manisha is there. She's asking, what is the difference between ClickView and Tableau?
Okay, what is the difference between ClickView and Tableau? So both are reporting tools. It is not like any difference. See, I told you like in market you have almost 40 plus reporting tools available. So ClickView is one of the good tools available in the market. Okay, it is a kind of can we have multiple charts? Oh, what? Okay, I'll get back to your question. Okay, so ClickView and Tableau both are reporting tools. Each of the tool has its own advantages and disadvantages. So nothing much difference actually. So when compared to the ClickView, so Tableau has inbuilt drivers. So let me show you that as well. It's my Tableau. Okay. So Tableau, while connecting to a new data source, let me go to a home page. So while connecting to a server, so see here, these are the inbuilt drivers available for Tableau. So you have 40 plus drivers. So to connect to, if you want to connect to Google BigQuery, you can connect like this. If you want to connect to IBM DB2, you can connect like this. If you want to connect to SQL, you can connect. So these are inbuilt drivers. So when my understanding with I haven't worked with ClickView, but I know some basics of that. So identifying dimensions and measures is much easy with the Tableau, and without having any pre-installed drivers, these are the pre-installed drivers for Tableau. You can just connect to the data source like that. Whereas ClickView, it's not that easy, and especially defining the data. So you need to define the data as measures and dimensions. So when compared with ClickView and other reporting tools, Tableau has. So once we connected, see here, let me take you back to the data. So by default, Tableau has all these blue things, it converted into dimensions, all these green things, okay, all the facts and measures, okay, are converted by Tableau. So we haven't taken any part of this, whereas in other reporting tools, we need to define them as well. So that's one major advantage. Yeah, so what's the next question? We have traditional BI tools, but why we have to go to table? So traditional reporting tools, what do you mean by using create a report by Excel? Definitely not. Yeah, so we are moving out of traditional BI tools. I definitely agree. The purpose is the huge volume we are getting. So I will tell you about my previous project, not the current project. Previous project, when I was working for a bank. So we used to get almost 200 crores of records. I say it's 200 crores of records per month. It's a monthly report. Tableau can handle that. Whereas it's not that easy with the traditional reports. The main purpose of coming with the modernized reports when compared with the traditional BI reports is analysis. It's not that easy for the traditional reports to do analysis. So in Tableau, you have analysis option right away here. You can do all the analysis. You can bring up constant line. You can bring up average line or any blocks plot. Okay, and you can see here the reports that Tableau is providing. I can see here. Yeah. So based on the data you pull into the canvas, it will highlight that. So based on your data in the report, it will just highlight those reports. So you cannot come up with these reports. So that's one thing. And the major reason is analysis, time, and automation. You cannot do the automation with the traditional tools, whereas that is inbuilt option for all the modernized tool. You can connect to R, which is a most popular programming skill like Java. So you can connect to APIs. You can publish Python. So all these things made the modernized tools are much better when compared with the traditional tools.
I think
you want me to just go through all the questions?
Yeah, I think we'll just take few questions here.
Yeah, because okay, I have seen one question. Let me complete that answer.
Okay.
Next question. Good evening. How are the okay, traditional tools have completed. Good evening. How are the opportunities for freshers with the Tableau skills? Yeah, definitely. Any certifications to be done. So certification in Tableau is always good to have. Okay. Now you can learn Tableau at free of cost. So Tableau e-learnings, just type Tableau e-learnings and learn by your own. Okay.
Also, I think we have shared the feedback link here.
Yeah.
All the participants are requested to give the feedback here. Yeah. And the certificate will be generated based on this, but not today. You will be getting the certificate after 1 or 2 days only. Like earlier, we have seen that some of the participants, they are misusing this, and there are multiple certificates are getting generated. So to avoid that, now what we are going to do, we are going to check the attendance, because we are also recording the attendance. Our team is recording the attendance, and along with that, along with feedback, we are going to check the attendance of the participant, and based on that, we are going to generate the certificates. So. Thank you. Yeah. Any other questions, sir?
Yeah, I have. I think some couple of questions. Let me complete this. Opportunities for freshers. Yeah, try to learn Tableau. We have many videos available. The Tableau help will give you a lot of information. But having that with the trainer, will solve all your queries. So you can learn. Especially when going for a fresher interviews, if you say that maybe you may be new to the BI tools, but the interviewer or interview panel, they know that what is the importance of having a knowledge on BI tools. Definitely to get placed, or after going also, if you want to get into cutting edge technologies instead of going for the regular traditional tools. Okay, if you want to emerge as a person with the latest technologies, okay, which industry is looking for, definitely once you, let's say if you get placed into TCS or something like this, you can tell your trainer that So you have learned Tableau and you are a certified Tableau developer. So you will get more chances. So my suggestion for all the beginners or freshers is like try to come into data tools. Data tools is not like reporting, not just a reporting tool. It can be ETL tool. It can be a data science. It can be Python. It can be Java or anything. Try to come with this. Okay, you will get more opportunities and you can see more future in this.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. And also, I have one question. I think during the session, I think you mentioned that this Tableau is free for the students. So
Yes.
many of our participants are faculty members. So what about them? Like, will they get the free license for them as well?
Yeah, you need to make some jugaad for.
No, they can
your
always
student ID.
No. Can they get the faculty or trainer ID kind of thing? Yeah.
No. So it's only for student.
Okay.
But while registering, you can tell them that I need to do analysis on that.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
And I think
It's not difficult to get the license as well. Just type Tableau student license. You will get a link.
yeah.
Let me give you that link as well. I'm just posting that link in the group.
Yes.
So you just need to fill this form, attach your ID card and mail ID, and it should be valid for the current academic year.
Yes.
Yeah, you will get it within some 24 hours. You will get the license. You can use that for 1 year without paying any money, and you can upgrade for the whole year. Every time you get a new version, you can upgrade the version.
After 1 year, they can again update. Yeah, they can get the update version.
No. Within the version, Tableau will. Per year, Tableau will be releasing three updates at least.
Okay.
So throughout the year, you can upgrade your version.
Yeah, that's why. After 1 year, also they can continue by getting the new ID.
No.
New key.
Yeah, no, you can't.
No. If you are continuing as a student, you can always get it. That is what I got it. That's why my experience was that.
Okay.
Because when I was in US.
Oh.
And we were getting this, and we submitted our ID cards, and that was valid for like 1 year.
Yes.
And when the 1 year is expired, again the Tableau stopped working.
Yes.
So for next year again we requested, so again they have given. So again that depends.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know that, because we will be using a company license, so I haven't explored that deep in that. So I know for 1 year, I am not sure about the next year continuation. Yeah.
Okay. And also, I would like to share one more thing here. Many of us, especially those who are working with the big data, I think Tableau supports this. So if you have a licensed version of, that the server's talking about server things and all.
Yeah.
So you can actually upload all your data there, and you can always visualize your data there. So in that way, this Tableau is very, very helpful. So,
yes, perfect. Exactly. Yes.
And this public Tableau will help you when you have a lesser amount of data. So in that way, it's a free of use. So otherwise,
lesser amount of data, you cannot connect to the data servers, and you cannot save your local copy. You need to save it in the Tableau public.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, sir. I think we are running behind the time now.
Yes.
So I think we'll just take last question from the Ravina. I think can you just read that question, sir? Apart from Tableau website, where can we get the Tableau tutorial for beginners? I think he mentioned that you can get it in the YouTube link and all, right? So maybe any other code?
I will tell you one thing. Tableau is providing a help document. So I think I can call it as Bhagavad Gita of Tableau. So there is no document available in the market except the Tableau. No better document or better study material available. So Tableau Help is the best one.
Yes.
Tableau Help, you can just download from Tableau Help PDF document and start learning that.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Without further ado, I will request my team, Veer sir, to propose a vote of thanks.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Veer Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of CSA, Anurag University. I'm honored to have the opportunity to give vote of thanks on this special day. It was a very informative session by Mr. V. Fani Kumar. You explained very reachable information regarding the usage of the Tableau for data visualization. Thank you so much, Fani Kumar garu.
Yeah, you will.
I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Ramachandram sir, Registrar Dr. Samina Fatima Madam, for allowing us to organize such events. Thank you. I would like to thank our Director, Dr. K.S. Rao sir, and Dean Research and Development, Dr. Vijay Kumar sir, for your great support. Thank you, sir. I like to thank engineering and head of the department, Computer Murthy sir, for his encouragement and support for this webinar. Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank Dr. Sandeep Singh Rawat sir, organizer of this webinar, for conducting and hosting such a nice webinar. Thank you, sir. I must thank the organizing team and faculty coordinators for contributing and putting full efforts for organizing this webinar. Thank you all. Finally, my special thanks to all the participants and audience for making this webinar successful. Department of CSC, Anurag University is organizing many events like these regularly. So please visit our website www.anurag.edu.in for more information about these events. Once again, thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Everyone can leave. We will be sending, I request